In the process of college admission, how much do test scores matter? Do you want to find out? Tune in today with the 10th of my 10 keys to SAT and ACT success. Hi, I'm Brooke Higgins, founder and lead instructor of Crosswalk Test Prep and Tutoring. And here I'm presenting my 10th and final key to SAT and ACT success. If you've watched all other 9 videos, thank you very much for tuning in. Hopefully today's 10th key will tie a nice bow on this whole process, because the 10th key is the following. Key number 10, the SAT and ACT score is just one piece of the pie. That's right, test scores are just one piece of the pie. The truth of the matter is, test scores don't mean that much. It's true. It's kind of sad, really. So much pressure is put on students to perform well. Students spend time and money preparing for these tests, when at the end of the day, the test scores don't matter that much. The other pieces of your application carry some weight. Your transcript, your GPA, your letters of recommendation, any extracurricular stuff that you're talking about, any supplemental things that you're submitting, the essays, all of these form the whole pie that is your college application. And test scores are just one piece. And with more and more schools going test optional, even before this pandemic, the writing is on the wall. The importance of test scores could be going away. In fact, many experts are predicting that 2020 is the tipping point for these tests. Since schools in this admission cycle in the 2020 year have gone test optional, many experts feel that they being the colleges, are going to take away test scores from this whole process. They're not even going to be test optional. They're going to move to test blind, thus making these test scores meaningless. Only time will tell if this is going to be true. Check out fairtest.org for the latest information on schools that are test optional, test blind, or otherwise do not place substantial weight in test scores in the process of admission. But if they don't matter then, if test scores aren't that important, why do them? Why should you go through this process? That's an excellent question. The quick answer to this is, even historically, as schools have gone test optional, some data suggests that students who submit test scores, even to test optional school, do receive greater admission options. Well, that might change after this pandemic or during the pandemic. But if you want the best opportunity to put yourself in the conversation for tests that do consider scores, whether they be test optional or not, then it's probably in your best interest to go through this process, to get yourself a score on the books. But the beauty of where we are is, since this test score is not that important, it really reduces the stress on the student. The student has the option now. You can take the test, you can look at your score, and you can say, yes, I want to send it, or no, I do not. This is a beautiful place to be. In fact, this brings us back to our number one concept, the attitude that lets your aptitude shine. If you reduce the stress around this process, your score is going to go up. You are shaping your attitude to put yourself in the best position to get your best score. So I think this is a beautiful thing. Since tests are not that important, or since tests aren't as important as there were before, then you are freed as the student to do your best work without really worrying about it, without stressing. So we can just relax and do the best you can. A test score is not going to make or break you, right? A test score is not going to be the end of it. A test score might help, but it's your option to submit that. And if you do have the option and you can get that score, then it's in your best interest. But here's the key. The key is to look at the schools that consider these scores. What schools on your list are test optional? What schools on your list are not? Look at that and you can determine how important this test is for you. But at the end of the day, it's not as important as it used to be. So you as the student, this is the stress-free approach. This is the unlocking of any pressure or stress that you've had before to now try the test, go through the process, learn a little bit about standardized tests, get the best score you can, and then decide. It's a beautiful place to be. So your test score isn't everything. It's just one piece of the pie. And that should help you adopt this growth mindset around your test prep process. Well, that's it. That concludes my 10 keys. If you watched all 10 videos, I thank you very much. I hope you learned some key information about how to perform better on the SAT and ACT. Thanks again for tuning in. Like, comment, or subscribe below. And for more videos, follow the Crosswalk channel. Thank you very much.